Hi there and welcome. My name is Jason, and the planting that I have to share with you today, this is a planting of Graptoveria. There's also a sedum in here, but I just really wanted to share it with you, for one, because one of the Graptoveria is in bloom, and then also I've been a huge fan of Graptoveria for a while. They're actually one of my favorite types of succulents, so I just wanted to share that with you, and also why. But as you can see right here, I have a planting of Graptoveria. So right here, the one that's blooming right now, these beautiful pink stems and little yellow flowers that look like little gems. They're so awesome. This one is called Moonglow, and so it's Graptoveria Moonglow. And I just love these like opalescent, like green, like leaves. They're just really neat. This has been a favorite of mine for a very long time, the Graptoveria Moonglow, and part of the reason why is its ability to maintain this like rosette shape, despite the fact that it can be grown in like bright shade or very bright shade, but still, a lot of succulents that grow in rosettes don't necessarily stay in the shape of a rosette when they're in a lower lit situation. And I don't mean lower light like you would grow a pothos in, but for succulents, especially the types that make a rosette, part sun to like bright shade is like on the lower end of a light spectrum. And sometimes they reach by turning into what looks like a Christmas tree and then they snap and that's no fun. This is an awesome plant. It's called Graptoveria Moonglow. But yeah, as you can see, it has these gorgeous, whimsical looking flowers. It's just an overall awesome plant. And this other one, I hope you can see that there, this more like pinky looking one, that's Graptoveria Bashful. And because of this blush, like it's bashful. So, but yeah, that's influenced actually by the sun. And so the more sun this plant gets, the more like darker pink and more even closer to like red that this hue gets. And the less sun, the closer, the more green it gets. But in part sun, that's a sweet spot, you get this really nice pink hue with this beautiful Graptoveria. So that's Graptoveria Bashful. And then right here, I have Graptoveria Amethorum, which is really awesome. I super love this one. I love this like sort of like rocky, but also in the sunlight, semi-iridescent sheen that's on the leaves. They're very compact and it's a very whimsical looking succulent. I super love Graptoveria Amethorum. That's this one right here. And then right here, actually this like more like a frosty, like chartreuse green. This is Sedum treleasi. I'm hoping I pronounced that right. But Sedum treleasi is really awesome. I just love this like compact form. It looks scaly kind of. And I love whimsical, fun plants. So this is an awesome sedum. I have this planted with these other Graptoveria. It's very simple planting. One of the things I love about everything that's in this pot right here is that they all grow in part sun. You can grow Graptoveria in part sun to full sun. And when it comes to like Graptoveria Moonglow, this larger one with the flowers, you can plant that in bright shade. And so, I mean, I love their adaptability and, when it comes to the lighting and in their ability to still hold these compact rosettes on their, in their form, which is really awesome. It's why I've been such a big fan of Graptoveria. So I just can't wait to see this like grow and like really establish and fill this pot in, because this is a relatively new planting, but still it's cute. It's a small cute little planting. These all will reproduce by like sending out new rosettes. And then as far as the blooms, the Graptoveria Moonglow is in bloom right now with these yellow flowers and the pink stems. The Bashful, this like rosy one, that will bloom when it does bloom its yellow flowers. As far as the Graptoveria Amethorum, this more gray, like rocky looking one, that will bloom with orangey yellow flowers. And then the Sedum treleasi will bloom with yellow flowers. As far as cold hardiness, they're relatively semi-cold hardy, as with all succulents, or not all, but a lot of succulents. You want to be careful with frost because frost can really damage them. Sometimes it can wipe out your succulent completely. I like to take cuttings inside during the winter, so that way I have like a backup, so if they do get wiped out outside, I always can replant them again in the spring. But I've had Graptoveria Moonglow for quite some time, and I've even had this plant outside, and that's this frosty opaly one that I'm pointing at right now. That actually has been outside during like mild freezes where like the grass has frost on it because it got really cold the night before, and it's actually survived just fine, which is pretty awesome. So sometimes succulents surprise you. Yeah, this is relatively cold hardy-ish. You know, I'm sure if it got cold enough, it probably wouldn't do well, but it's pretty tough. All of these are relatively tough. As far as the watering requirements, you just want to give them minimal water, so don't overwater your plants, especially even Graptoveria, don't give them too much water. Allow the soil to dry out almost completely or completely in between waterings, and they'll be fine. Just don't let the soil stay overly wet for an extended period of time. As far as the fertilizer, you can fertilize this every other month in the spring and summer, which is the growth season, with a succulent fertilizer. As far as the soil pH, they're all pretty adaptable. So, you know, it doesn't have to be like alkaline, neutral, or acidic. They're not too picky. When it comes to the soil that you use, you're going to want to use a succulent potting soil anyways. So, and usually that's already formulated at the right pH for succulents. So, I would recommend a succulent potting soil for these. You know, you can grow them in sand or loam, but I don't recommend trying to grow these in clay. They'll probably fail. Most succulents, or a lot of succulents, just really struggle in clay because it doesn't have that drainage that they want. Yeah, but as far as fun facts, I mean, bees and butterflies, they love these little umbel, like yellow flowers. Hummingbirds even love succulent flowers. If you've had succulents and you see them blooming in your garden, they attract hummingbirds. They love succulent flowers. So that's another fun fact. But yeah, I love whimsical plants. I love these like really, really cute colors and these tight rosettes. They're just so awesome. So that's why I wanted to share it with you. This is a bunch of Graptoveria with the Sedum treleasi. But yeah, if you have any questions about Graptoveria or this sedum, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. And once again, thanks for hanging out. My name's Jason.